Hi, welcome to That's the Thing 2 Overture. It's episode 7?
8.
8. It's episode 8. 7 was last week. Go listen to that one to catch up for this week.
Yeah, this is the
It's,
continuation.
it is Wednesday, March the 1st.
Yeah, we're the first of
Yeah.
March. I had to put a thing in my phone because that's when we got to put on the new tags for the car.
Uh, do you get your tags at the start of the month or the end of the month?
Oh, it was like we got them at like the start of February, but it's one of those things where my dad and by extension me have the thing of like, do I put it on too early before it's like where's that sweet spot of do I update the tags, and then if I got pulled over with the updated tags, are they gonna be like, well, I need to see the old one?
Yeah, no, see, as soon as I walk out with the new tags, I just put them on.
Well, that's like
Slap 'em right on.
see, that's the smart thing to do. But we don't.
And I don't peel the old sticker off. I want that.
Oh yeah, no, it has to stay.
You want it layered.
I want it
hold on.
three-dimensional.
Well, no, you don't like switch it up. You do each corner in a rotation.
No, I put it
That's
on
how you're
the same
supposed
one
to do
every
it.
time.
No, it
Put it on
girthy.
Yeah. Also, what? Tennessee got new tags.
Yeah.
Right?
I hate the new tags.
I don't know. I saw them and I'm like, this feels like a New England state tag.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think it should.
I liked. Yeah.
No, yeah, you just go. You were saying.
I liked when I always my preferred is I liked when they had the little Tennessee as the hyphen between the sets of numbers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that one. I also
was
like
good.
the one where you see like the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
one. I like the one with the birds. But yeah, no, I don't like
Also-
blue.
I don't
Yeah,
like this blue
also,
one.
I hate the like. There's still no good support the arts license plate in Tennessee. It's like the worst fucking thing in the world. That's seeming to say, "Help us. This is the best we can do. We
Yup.
need your help with the arts."
All right, state legislator, you listen up. If you want a Horfo on that license plate, you know who to call. I'll
He'll give it to you at a discount.
Yeah, I will whip it up. It'll be great. You'll love it. It'll make TikTok. They'll be like, national news. Why is this Horfo creature on all the license plates? What does this have to do with Tennessee? And it'll go viral, and you'll be like, dang, we got so much engagement. Tennessee Department of Motor Vehicles, we in there.
Kevin, the only bad news is that's gonna flood the Horf coin market.
The Horf coin market's already flooded.
It's gonna be saturated and inflation's gonna reign
Oh,
supreme.
it's already.
They're gonna be Horf coin's gonna be practically worthless, is what I'm saying, Kevin.
That's true. I mean, Horf coin gets a 0 added to it every 38 seconds. Which means, like, I don't know,
We're not sure what the far left numeral is on that number, but zeros are added.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. It's technically incomprehensible. But yeah, that's we got a lot of crap to talk about. Nolan, you weren't here. You got to lead us off. Talk about your stuff. Or I can talk about my stuff.
I'm cutting in and out.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe not. Am I good now?
Yeah, I think you're fine. We might have had a Discord shenanigan.
An oopsie whoopsie.
Yeah, an oopsie doodle.
Oh.
Nolan, tell us about your things.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much this week. I thought, maybe it's time to go ahead and start getting into some shows I've missed over the last year. So I started watching Vox Machina and Arcane.
All right, tell me about. I know Arcane League of Legends. What'd you think about?
Arcane, great. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fantastic. I want more of this.
Yeah.
Vox Machina. It is the Critical Role.
Yeah, the Critical Role cartoon.
We talked about the first episode on here a few weeks ago.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Vox Machina.
Honestly, I don't think it's for me. I've watched the first couple episodes and I don't really like it.
don't either. It's just not.
I don't know.
good.
Yeah.
There's no sincerity to it. It's
I have
the
so
same.
many people come up to me like, "Oh man, it's so good! Oh man, it's so good!" I'm like, "Okay, maybe I should watch it," and it's just nothing.
Yeah, it's just internet humor.
But like,
And no,
And I'm
but not good internet
I was gonna
humor.
say, not
yeah,
that good internet humor.
yeah, that lazy internet humor.
It's just, it's a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
The only other thing I'm actually excited watching is Vinland Saga season 2, where we get into the slavery arc.
Ah, Leif Erikson and his Leif Erikson's Bizarre Adventure.
I love it so much.
Barrington Day.
Yep.
Like Erickson Day.
That's
You
the.
know, that's a day we need to have instead of Columbus Day.
Oh yeah. It's that one episode of SpongeBob, and then I
Happy
saw like
Erickson Day.
and then I saw like Vinland Saga. It's like, who is this about? It's like, oh, Leif Erikson. I know that.
Leaf the man Erickson.
Yeah.
You need to make like a Viking and leaf.
That's
Gotta go
right.
to Finland.
Go to America and hang out with Indians. Because you know what? You're cool with them.
Yeah, you love
I
it.
saw Pathfinder, that really bad 300 knockoff.
Yeah.
I did not see that movie.
Good.
No.
No.
If you want a really interesting look about, 18th century Vikings and,
Anime, but not
anime
that, but
and
I would say
action.
anime, lowercase anime, lowercase a,
Oh,
not capital.
I was gonna say Primal.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's up there too.
Like, I always felt like Vinland Saga is that kind of anime where you're like looking at it and you're like, yeah, this is like the quality stuff. There's no like ooh waifus, except there probably is. There's always one, but it's not like intentional. It's not like
there's a tsundere, but she actually just wants to kill the person.
yeah,
That's later on.
That's the real tsundere, the realest of them all.
Listen, I just want to get to the good part where they have the best character, which is Carl's mom,
Yeah,
which is a half-burned dog
there you go. All
who
right.
thinks a little baby's her dog. But I mean, that's that's the shows I've been watching.
Yeah. All right. I saw Drew talked about Psychonauts documentary.
Yeah, so Double Fine has put the entire 30-episode documentary up on their YouTube channel. That was one of the stretch goals for Psychonauts 2 funding. And oh my god, the episodes are like range from like 30 minutes to an hour. And so it's very easy to just burn through them and then suddenly realize, oh, well, I just lost 3 hours of my life.
Yeah, you'll love to
What's
see
the
it.
doodle?
So is it the production of Psychonauts 2 or is it 1 and 2?
It's Psychonauts 2.
Okay.
Because it's the documentary team making it is the same team that made the documentary for the Double Fine Adventure
Oh, okay.
for Broken Age.
It's the first crew.
Yeah, and so I just hit the episode where the project lead was fired from the company.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, it's kind of a sad thing because he was like he came from a big studio, and unfortunately Double Fine does not have that culture and energy, and so like the way he's trying to engage and get the team to work and make the thing is
It's
like,
that's not gonna work. You can't come out of Blizzard or like Activision or like EA.
Crystal Dynamics.
Crystal D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. That is not the same thing. You can't be walking out of like the Tomb Raider Deus Ex crew and being like, all right, artsy game with artsy people. Let's start to spreadsheet it up. Like, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, so it did not work. So it's like, it's over 20, it's episode 21 of 30 is where he gets let go. So you get to watch this struggle a lot. Um, but so that's been very good. I really recommend. It's a good background thing too. I can't do background watching, but if you can do background watching, it's a good one. And then the other thing that's really good is Donkey Kong for the Game Boy.
Donkey Kong for the Game Boy rules.
Yeah.
So that is, I remember playing as a kid, and it's so good. And I felt like it took me forever to beat that game as a
It
kid.
did. That game seemed like mammoth in its size.
And then I played it this past week, and it took me like 2 days.
Yep. I mean,
And
that's
not even like focused 2 days. It was just like, wait, I hit level stage 9. I'm like, wait, this is the tower already? But, wait, what? What?
I remember that game felt like gigantic and never ending. When I also felt the same way about Mega Man Legends.
Yeah.
When I was like, man, this game's immense, and then I came back to it like years later, and I beat it like in a weekend. I was like, oh,
Yeah, and it's like, how does this happen?
you were a
Like,
child.
I get it's it's a puzzle game too, so it's like there's a certain amount of like, okay, I already know the solution to these puzzles, but also I'm just not a stupid child.
One of the other reasons, at least for me, was the Game Boy was not allowed to be played unless we were on like a vacation road trip or whatever. So I would only get like burst to play Game Boy games.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, but you still played it at night once you got the attachment
I did
with
not.
the light.
The worm light?
Oh,
Fucking
yes.
love the worm
I
light.
loved it.
I did not play.
Yeah, hide it back down as soon as you hear your parents start walking towards your door, and pretend to be asleep. You put it under your pillow, and then you wait, and pop it back up so you can keep playing Pokemon Crystal
See, well,
and Wario World 2.
Well, when Pokemon came out, then like that, the Game Boy only on trips went away.
That rule was gone.
Yeah, it was gone. I think it was just Pokemon, and the other ones were no, the rule went away. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that was gone. Because it's like, nah, this ain't working no more. But yeah. Yeah, so like that game is great.
Yeah.
I like how you can do like
Yep.
it felt like a lot of the movement stuff that was in like Mario 64 like came from that game.
Originated there.
Yeah, you had like
And so-
backflips and handsprings and stuff.
Yeah, and it's so good. I love like the first stage of Donkey Kong, just being able to backflip the whole way up to Peach, or sorry, not Paul, to Pauline.
That game is incredible because like the first 4 levels are just Donkey Kong arcade, but
I know.
but now your move set is so strong that you crush it.
Yep. Also, like, is there a bigger fucking plot twist in video games than beating the first 4 levels and then Donkey Kong falls and hits his head and then he gets back up and runs off? And you're like, wait, what? What? Wait, the skyscraper? I'm not just playing the same 4 levels on repeat?
It's great. That game rules.
Oh, that's a top 10 game for me.
That feels like one that would have been remade or remastered at some point.
Yeah.
Like, you could see them. Like, I don't think they ever did.
Nope. It got put out onto Virtual Console for the DS, but yeah, there's no. They did make the Mario versus Donkey Kong, which are like spiritual successors, and
Yeah.
those are now like my next up to start playing.
Yeah, but I think those are more like Pikmin/Lemmings.
I don't know. I haven't started playing them yet, but
Oh, the little robot
definitely-
one?
Yeah, the robot.
Yeah, but it definitely has the vibe and the look of Mario.
Donkey
Donkey
Kong,
Kong Game Boy.
GBA.
And then I played Donkey Kong for the classic NES, and I'm like, this sucks.
Well, of course, because you've had steak.
I know.
You can't go back to Chuck Rose or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god, climbing the ladder and getting off the ladder at the top is like, nope, sorry, you're not
close enough.
off the ladder yet. Sorry. Like,
Keep
what do
going
you mean
up.
I'm not off the ladder? Nope, sorry.
What do
What do
you
you mean
mean
I
I
stop
can't?
for a second after I jump? Yeah, you stop for a hair. That's important. That's balancing.
What do you mean I can't just handstand and kick away the barrels?
Yeah.
Oh, that felt so empowering. All right, yeah, that game's great.
God, the movement in that game is so good.
I'm just. Anything else?
And I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
how'd you like
That
it?
movie's a banger. That's got
Yeah.
way more kung fu action in it than I expected. It's a good thing.
Oh yeah. What's it called?
Ratatouille?
Ratatouille.
Yep.
What?
And there's an auction going down right now from A24 Studios, so you can buy Ratatouille.
I kind of want to buy it, but you know,
oh, it's gonna be a lot.
I don't want to drop that.
$90,000.
Yeah, I
That
don't
was
want to
the
drop
last
that.
bid I saw.
Damn, never mind.
Yeah, you got to use those whales for good.
I would wear that in real life, and people would go, "There's a cool guy.
There's a cool dude right
There's
there.
a cool dude right there."
All right, state of
That's-
play. I'm
that's
just talking. If you want to
Yeah, sure.
revert, I'm just
Sure, I
trying
never
to.
actually watched State of Play.
The only things I remember about state of play. One, we could talk about the important thing, which was Cammy and Zangief, and what's the
Oh,
girl's
yeah.
name?
Lily.
Lily.
No. Yeah.
Because to me, all I can remember is like,
Hawk.
yeah, that was the important stuff. I like it. I like Zangief. I like what he's looking like. I mean, we
I
already
like
knew
he looks
what
like
Zangief
a
is my-
normal human being. For once,
He's my favorite part of that. Okay, see, I think he actually looks more like his Alpha 3 than a normal human being.
I like how they made him like big bear mode instead of like absurd like roid muscle man. I think it looks way. It's like
Yeah.
he still looks as very big and very strong, but you're like, yeah, that's how that's how a pro wrestler looks when they get really huge. They don't look like cut.
Also, yeah, I like that he's more of a pro wrestler now and not like Olympian wrestler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's because
I don't think he ever was that necessarily, but he definitely has. They've leaned even more into professional wrestling.
I think because God, what's her name? Is the Greco-Roman wrestler.
Oh yeah, Marissa.
Yeah, Marissa.
Oh yeah.
That's so they're like, all right, and now we're gonna have Zangief's the wrestler.
It's also like, I don't know. I feel like he was hanging out with Armika, and so now he's really into wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's canon. They like
I don't. Oh, I'm surprised to come out of that and be like, I want to play Zangief. I want to be a Geef main. Like he was my favorite part of that trailer.
Are you sure the favorite part of that trailer was
Cammy doing
Cammy using? Yeah.
Oh, the Cammy quick counter.
Yeah, what she did.
Right,
Yeah, the Street Fighter movie move.
Yeah.
And you're like, yay.
Yeah. Okay. The only problem though is that's a fucking parry, so it's.
Oh no, I've never Cammy's never been a me character. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Like,
I did notice too. Zangief also had some sort of. He parried a kick and then grabbed the person by the leg and threw him.
So he has that right now in Street Fighter V. So I was very surprised to see that move continue to live, because in Street Fighter V, it only parries kick attacks, and it only parries kick attacks that are horizontal in nature.
Oh, so you can't because that makes sense because they don't want the animation to look weird.
So like he can't parry any of Vega's kicks. Because Vega's kicks are all like angled wrong for the move to parry.
Well, that's okay, because that means that if you have a straight kick, then there's a hard. No, I can, because usually a straight kick's really good.
I feel like going into 6, I don't know. I think that move's gonna get tweaked and have some more options.
It's just every medium kick is that one or something.
That or like they'll give it additional animations depending on the kick that he catches. But hey, we'll see. It could, he kind of doesn't need that move anyway, so whatever.
And any feelings on T-Hawk Child? Who was T-Hawk's child?
I think she's she's adorable. I don't like her super where she like tornadoes around them. I think it goes a little too long and it looks a little too dumb.
I don't like that there's like the silly ending to it.
Oh no, I'm talking about the other super, the like smaller non-cinematic.
Oh,
Super.
that one. Yeah, that's okay. Where she's like, she
Eh.
like does like a weird Ragnarok to him.
Yeah,
Or
where
Mac-
she's just like spinning around them.
Yeah, like
as
she
a tornado.
Beyblades it up.
Yeah,
She rips it out
I
at the
don't
speed
like
of
that
sound.
super.
Yeah, that's okay. I think that one.
But I'm okay with the cutesy ending to the like whoops a doodle because
Well,
that's I don't know, that's kind of stuff they do for kids.
and it's also it's like how T-Hawk sat on you after his big throw.
Yeah,
And she's doing it
yeah.
in her own style. I do like how
Well-
when like the eagle lands on her arm, it's too big, so she kind of like struggles with it. I think
So
that's funny.
I was thinking about that super the T-Hawk sit on you
yeah,
super.
the windmill slam or whatever.
And I want like season 3 they update the video for it and she just like actually successfully does it.
Oh, that'd be great.
Cause like these games are gonna go so long, it's gonna be absurd. They're never gonna do it, but it's absurd. That's like okay, like I get that no time has passed in game, but out of game it's been 2 years.
I don't know. That feels
And
like that feels like something in Street Fighter 6 that might happen. There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of tweaks and stuff in this game that I did not feel was in 5, at least until like the end of 5. So I don't know. Maybe they could do it. Maybe they could do it.
We need to see.
What else was at that state of play other than the Suicide Squad?
Good God.
Which all right, let's talk about that nightmare of a game. That game looks terrible.
So here's what I'll say. I'll say when I start looking at it, I'm like, okay, this gameplay isn't too bad. This might be like kind of fun. And then they start going into live service,
Well, that's
armor rankings, unlockable weapons. Oh,
here's all.
God
Yo,
damn.
you like 3% increased bullet capacity on your gear.
I hate it so much.
The only stat that I kept seeing is they had one that said like 30% damage to opponents afflicted with Batman.
Oh my God! When I start talking about like, oh yeah, if you get the Bane set, you get the special Bane pop. I'm like, I don't care about that. Just
every it's
give me a nice like filling game to play, and that's it.
That game is such like it's so bizarre because I feel like I'm looking at just like a AAA slop. I can you think of anything in recent that's more AAA slop than like, all right, here's
Marvel's The Avengers.
This one's I think this one's worse than Marvel's The Avengers.
Batman Arkham Knights.
I think I would dare say this one is worse than Marvel's The Avengers because at least in that one, Iron Man shot lasers and Hulk punched, where in this one, everyone's doing flippy dips with a gun. Like every character. It's like, all right, you like King Shark? Well, here's King Shark doing double jumps with a gun. And here's
Back for Blood. There we go. That's about
okay,
one.
Back for that's but this it's like here's
I'm
all
gonna
these
be
cool
honest.
superhero. Look, it's Captain Boomerang and he's doing flippy dips and shoots a gun. It's like what?
Destiny has caused more problems for the gaming community than anything else.
Well, that's it's because it's the live service Destiny and everyone tries to be it, but they don't understand. And then there's like, I don't know, I just have this inherent like nerd brain about that game where I go, okay, so like the evil Superman villains, the DC superheroes that you gotta fight are like Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and the Flash, and Brainiac. And my dumb brain says, like, the Suicide Squad can't hurt those people. They can't do it.
Look,
Yeah, like they might get lucky with Batman, and that's about it.
You can maybe argue the Flash because of Captain Boomerang, maybe. But like Superman?
murderous Superman who doesn't
like
hold
evil
back. You don't win.
Superman. And Green Lantern, evil Green Lantern. Like that ain't gonna work. What are you gonna do? He's just gonna put on like a Green Lantern suit of armor, and you're gonna be
Superman will
shooting.
just fly up in the atmosphere and blast you.
Yeah, and you're not like, it's not like you have like your own unique weird superpowers or whatever. Like you're shooting like all you
You're
people
shooting bullets.
you're shooting just guns at him, like just guns.
Guns.
Painted all of my bullets yellow.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That'll probably be like it's like, haha, we had the
That would be
yellow
smart.
bullets. And then we have,
That's
and
gonna
we rescued Lex Luthor, and he gave us the kryptonite bullets. And that's
No,
the
you
Superman.
you have to unlock the Sinestro set, but you have to like grind to get it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, it's like, I feel like that game is so full, because people just wanted like another. I liked Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I did not like Arkham Knight very much, because I thought
Oh, the new one.
I didn't even try the new one. The new one,
Yeah, no, the new one's garbage.
Because the new one felt like this game prototyped of like, all right,
Yeah.
here's 4 characters in the open world, you know. It's like I don't like games, and I'm increasingly not like that. They're trying to get me to play with like 4 people. Like,
What, you don't like always online multiplayer games?
well, it's just, I don't like it when every game is trying to wink and nod at me like, hey, you want to do this in 4-player co-op? It's like, no. It makes me feel weird because it's like I don't play games with people that are like 4-place, like, or it's like, all right, gang, we're gonna meet up and we're gonna play whatever. It's why I don't like that Redfall game that Arcane's doing, bums me out, because I look at it and they're like,
It looks neat.
it does
but-
look neat, and I like Arcane's. I like their games. I like Dishonored 1 and 2. They
love
also
Prey.
did Prey, which I liked. I like that game a lot. And then it's like, here's this game. It's going to be kind of open world Far Cry with like powers. I'm like, okay, and 4-player co-op, and I'm like, no, I don't like the 4-player co-op.
Mhm.
It just,
You know, there's a better game that showcased.
what's that?
It's Baldur's Gate 3.
3.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that was
Coming
there?
in August. Yeah, coming to August to the PS5s.
All right.
Yeah.
I will get
It's-
that one.
it'll-
Like all computer RPGs, you give it 1 year to work out all the bugs.
Yeah.
And then they'll come out with the definitive edition or whatever, and that's the one you buy.
Yep.
So, I think that game is like, did you see how it will be coming to Xbox later because they can't run it on an S with 4-player co-op?
Yep.
Oh man.
Baldur, like that game's. That's because it's Divinity Original Sin button D&D. Man, Divinity Original. Apparently Baldur's Gate. Because I watched like, it's out. You can watch like stuff of it.
Oh no, I got it. I paid to get like the early
access
beta of it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wow, this game's full of bugs. Damn, it's fun though.
Yeah, it's cool. I like how they put in all like the D&D actions like push and shove and crap, where it's like, yeah, push them off the ledge.
And even within like the first couple hours, you have a bunch of like fun little story missions.
Yeah.
Like, you hear something going on in this room, you open it, it's like an orc and a bigger monster, and they're like, get out, we're busy in here. And so you close the door.
Yeah, if it's
Because they
anything
were
like
fucking-
Divinity Original Sin 2, you might want to prioritize teleport other.
Yes.
Because, oh boy,
It's so good.
you can break that game. It was great.
It's so good.
I remember there was like,
Uh,
all right, you go. Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just talking about that one fight. There's like in Divinity Original Sin 2, I think when you're playing and you have to guard Red Prince as he's having sex with some lizard woman. And then like these bodyguards attack and you're like, how do I feed them? And you just teleport them to like the bottom of a hill. And they take like 4 turns to slowly walk back up. And you're like, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this, whittling you down.
I gotta let my friend bust real quick.
He has to. He's the Red
Yes,
Prince.
you gotta bust.
He got to do it.
Then the mission's complete.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Other stuff. Ultimate Ninja Storm. Cool, but I don't really care.
I will watch the Super compilation like I do with all of those games.
Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
new
yeah,
trailer.
Resident Evil 4.
Fuck, and I'm excited about this. Have you
Yeah.
seen any of it?
I looked. That's so like I don't. I didn't. I think I missed the state of play, but I watched the Capcom parts,
Good.
and then
That's the only good parts.
I was like, yo, man, Resident 4, they doing some cool stuff. Luis is hanging out a lot longer.
Yo, Luis is in the minecart with you.
Yeah, you're going your
I'm
Donkey
excited
Kong
about that.
minecarts. Sadler, he's doing some QTE fights. Is it Sadler?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm thinking?
Krauser.
Krauser, crap. Sadler's the actual villain. Who looks more bug, and then he did the suplex. Yeah, like that game's gonna be good. Of course, like the formula is good. Will we get a Salazar weird statue that chases you down the room?
I hope so.
Better be in there.
And I hope it's you and Luis running away from it.
Yeah. It better be like there be some kind of big plot.
They showed off like my favorite section, which is the big room where you and Ashley have to
that water
crank
room.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that water room's that's a hard fight.
Oh man,
it's great though.
Mike's back. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's like that trailer is great because they're showing you like all things that just someone that's played Resident Evil is like getting real hype for. But like if you didn't know, it's like why is everyone so excited for this helicopter man to show up and say, "I got you, Leon is shooting these guys." You're like, it's him. That was so.
Hey, sorry, traffic. Take cover.
You're like, yeah.
Oh, no.
But then they maybe he'll survive.
I hope so. I don't think he is, but I hope so.
Come on.
He's the best.
I mean, no, that's your DLC campaign, like what they did in Resident Evil 2, where they had those ones. There was like alternate survivors or whatever, where you played as Kendo from Kendo's gun shop as he was trying to get out of the city.
I always think of the Resident Evil 5 DLC where it was Jill and the other guy, Josh.
Yeah.
Getting out. You gotta get to the helicopter so you can go rescue Shiva and Chris.
Oh no, that's the new Hunk. Instead of Hunk, it's Mike who flies the thing and he has to escape.
He's crashed. And he's gotta get out.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, like that game's probably gonna be great. Yeah. The Evo did the Marvel Ultimate Marvel's back at Evo.
Yeah.
Marvel returns. Will the spirit of Marvel 3 bless us this day?
It will. Are there going to be some good pop-offs? I hope so. Is there going to be some thuggery? I hope so.
Like, it's just so stupid because, of course, as soon as they announced that as the flashback title, they're like, oh, Marvel 4 is about to be announced at Evo. Oh, they're going to announce Marvel vs. Capcom 4. They're going to announce it. Like, immediately.
Well, that's what everyone does. They try to like slam it to get to hopefully look like they're really cool.
Yeah.
But just like shut up. God, all you dumb people, just shut up.
Listen, I'm over here. I'm hoping that happens, but I'm not going to be like, oh, that's definitely going to happen.
I'm not even hoping anymore. Like, Disney still owns Marvel. Like, no good game is gonna come out of like that development. If anything, I'm hoping for Capcom versus Capcom.
I would be okay with SNK v Capcom 3.
Yes.
I'd be okay with that. But
really
I don't expect video game announcements at Evo. Now, yeah, I only expect them for the Keeleys.
I want to see whatever dance number Ubisoft is going to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I heard Konami's coming back, so I'm ready for that.
Yeah, there we go, Konami. Show us
1 million. 1 million.
Yeah, I want Return the Force. I don't know. I feel like whenever people are just doing like they've realized they can just do their video. Like I watched the Pokemon one today, where they just said, "Here's Pokemon stuff for 2023." Pokemon Sleep, it's coming, it's happening.
I don't want that. I want Pokemon Awake.
No, you see when
Yeah,
Pokemon
That's
sleep,
regular Pokemon.
you gotta put on your Pokemon like Pokemon Go thing and have it monitor your sleep, so then
So
you can
how
catch.
does it actually? Because yeah, it also says you can just have the phone next to you while you're sleeping. How is it monitoring my sleep?
I think it's probably like a sleep monitor program that's like dealing in like either sleep mode or some way where it's still listening to you.
Yeah, like, what's his breathing sound like?
I think that's what it's doing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh,
I don't like Pikachu stealing my information.
no,
This
that's
isn't
that.
fun.
Listen, how else will you get the rare Pokemon sleep styles unless you are sleeping? Unless Pokemon is observing you. If you don't give Pokemon your credit history, how will you play Pokemon credit?
I know
Where
you're
all
Oh
of your
no!
right.
purchases are sent to
Oh
Professor
no!
Oak.
Pikachu's in trouble. He needs your mom's credit card
Hard.
number.
Pikachu really needs your internet search history right now.
Yeah, listen, we got Pikachu cookies. Don't you want some Pikachu cookies?
He needs it. It just reminded all of it is is an old tweak, but it's something where like they downloaded like a Peggle game. And it just says, I don't care anymore, Peggle. Sure, make phone calls. Because it said like
So
Peggle needs access to your phone or something.
Which Pokemon do I get if I have sleep apnea? That's the important
Oh
one.
no, you probably get one with insomnia.
You get drowsy.
Like that would be Vigoroth, I think has it. I think Mighty Inna might also have it. There's a couple that have insomnia. Yes, the Pokemon thing happened. Nothing of note was really announced.
Uh-oh.
I like that look of that Netflix stop motion thing.
Yeah, that's cute. There's like a Netflix stop motion cartoon. The Pokemon Classic set comes in a really swanky box. I don't know if they're like Pokemon TCG. They're like doing how Magic did their 30th anniversary thing. Like both Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon are also doing it, but I don't think theirs will be like $1,000. I think the Yu-Gi-Oh one was like
Jesus
$50,
Christ.
and it came with like every card and like base set Yu-Gi-Oh, or like one of every card. Because all those cards are trash, so who cares?
They're not in the meta. No one's going to play them. This is just for
Well, yeah,
looks.
it's for having. It's a collect. It's. I think the
It's for flexing.
the Pokemon ones are not for like competitive play, but then again, like the rules of like how a Pokemon trainer works and stuff aren't even there, so it doesn't matter. Like in the new Pokemon game, you can only activate like one trainer, one Professor Oak / Bill quality trainer a turn.
Ooh, okay.
Because that's how they balanced them. They're now a supporter card. Because
I don't think I ever learned how to play Pokemon. I just collected the cards because I thought they were cool.
I played
That was
it.
me as a child, and then we played it as adults.
Yeah, we bought like
played
a
it with
starter deck,
Kevin. Yeah.
and then we played it, and it was okay. But that was even before I learned how to like actually play the Pokemon TCG, which is more like Yu-Gi-Oh. I think if you could go from Yu-Gi-Oh to it used to be people would say go to Magic to Pokemon because they both have like the energy / land system. But in reality, no, it's Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon because the decks that are good function the same way. Where they start, it's when do you start your combo? You better be starting it on at least turn 2 or you've lost.
Jeez.
But yeah, that was okay. Games I've been playing. I've been playing Pokemon Unite. That game is
So that's
You mean
that's the
Pokemon League of
MOBA?
Legends?
yeah, that's
You
Pokemon
mean
MOBA.
Pokemon Dota? Pokemoba?
Yeah, Pokemoba. I like it. I think it's a case where you are playing with first you're playing with robots and it makes you feel like a god, and then you are playing with actual children, which makes you feel worse because they're on your team and they do not know how to play. The robots will at least like go to direct like the easy level robots when Articuno or whatever spawns will say, let's go kill it, and go there and then use their attacks on it. Whereas the children will not. They will just run at the other team, die repeatedly, and then quit the game. I feel like at least It's
Oh
like
god.
it's like you'll have
It's like
some.
Splatoon.
It is a lot like Splatoon,
Yeah.
where you're like, you would be better if you were a robot, a basic level, because at least that thing's going to like kill wild Pokemon and score a point or attempt to do that. Whereas this
Yeah.
one just kind of wanders around aimlessly, and you're like, wow. I still kind of like it though. It reminds me a lot of Heroes of the Storm.
How much are you playing this as you just wait for Pokemon Auto Chess?
That's like primarily. A lot of it's also because I maxed out the Fortnite Battle Pass, and
Oh,
I feel like there's no reason to play Fortnite when I've maxed out the Fortnite Battle Pass. I mean,
Kevin, I think you're playing too much Fortnite.
That's a lot of Fortnite.
it's not that much. You play like an hour every, basically.
Kevin, have you thought about just reading a book?
Why would I read a book, Drew, when I can watch the Fortnite lore video so I know
Now,
what's going on
Kevin,
with the story?
if you want some really good fun, grinding, I do have a game for you. It's called War Thunder, and it's awful.
Oh man, did you get suckered in the War Thunder?
Yeah, I'm like playing it a bit
Nolan,
now.
how many
hate
state
it.
secrets are you leaking in War Thunder?
I don't. Oh, multiple.
Because that apparently War Thunder.
It happens multiple times where someone's like, you know what? This is actually built wrong. It would actually have this specifications, and someone says, "Oh yeah, prove it." And someone whips out
The classified
document.
government spec of the tank. Like, no, this is how the armor
This is
plate.
actually what it was.
Listen, it deflects at 50% from the angle. It's designed this way. It should be 20.
If this happened one time, I'd be like, "That's fine." It's happened
Oh,
6 times.
Apparently, it's like
It's insane.
One of the questions they ask for like people who are working with like tank and like stuff is, "Do you play War Thunder?" Like that's a question that is asked.
That's great.
So it's like, yo, if you're like a tank repairman, you can't play that War Thunder.
You're not allowed.
You're not allowed to be like mechanic of the F-15 and then tell everyone like how whenever it turns it actually lists a little to the left. You can't do that.
You will be court-martialed if you play War Thunder.
But a game I've been playing that's really good is Super Lesbian Animal RPG.
How good is it? Because I keep hearing good stuff about it.
I think that game is a secret Undertale.
Ooh.
I think that game is Undertale caliber in terms of writing, music, and everything. And a lot of people are going to be turned off of it because it is extremely LGBT and extremely like furry. Not like
that's some real high praise you're giving it though.
Not like I think it's incredible. Like I would say how because it did start life as like a My Little Pony fan game, and you can still see the influences in there. But like how I would say Undertale is the distillation of Homestuck, where you're going getting the good parts. This game feels like the distillation of the My Little Pony, where you're only getting the good parts. But like the relation, it's like really good. It's a very strong game. I hope it sticks the landing. Like I can say after 4 hours or whatever, because I stream it, that that game is great.
I don't know what's going on, but there's just some really good indies that are popping up.
Well, Yep. But yeah, big ups. I think it's also really funny, like legitimately funny, and it's like heartwarming. Also, people, the joke is that the creator, or like some games like Celeste or whatever, will have like a trans character and be like a little like pill bottle or a little flag in one of the things to be like, oh maybe, and they're like, nah, not in this one. This one, it pops up right in front of you and says, yo, your main character Melody, she's trans, get it, deal with it, you must confront it now. Which I think is great because that filters out people who wouldn't handle it. But that game's great. It's very, very good. I like it. I like it a lot. Basically, I think it's Undertale caliber. It may not be like gameplay. I think gameplay wise, it's just more of a basic RPG. Like it's a lot less like dancing and rhythm and stuff, but like how like Undertale is where you're dodging stuff. This one's more
But
like
writing wise,
writing.
it is under.
Oh, I think the writing caliber is there. I've already drawn fan art of my favorite character, Pepper, who who is an 8-year-old girl who wants to be an evil wizard like her grandpa, who is an evil wizard.
No, you gotta respect
Also-
keeping it in the family.
Also, like during Monday last week's live stream, he did fan art of redrawing one of the characters.
Yeah, to make fun of my friend who was in there. Yeah,
Oh,
like
see.
I like this game a lot. Its sense of humor, like I've meld with. Like I respect it. Respect the Ponnet crew. I think that's who's doing it. I don't think. Apparently, I did some. It took like they've been working on this thing for like 8 years or something. Because
What a cook.
well, because it's
That's the trade-off for indie games. It's
Oh,
like,
Yeah.
you got a
you
lot
trade budget for time.
Yeah. Also, part of that was when it was like a My Little Pony fan game.
Yeah.
That just
They had
turned.
them's fighting herds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was originally Super Lesbian Horse RPG, and it turned into Super Lesbian Animal RPG. It's good though.
That might have been a
More
better move
inclusive
for
that way.
wider appeal
Yeah.
to all furries.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
I would say like, if I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. But if you are gay and or a furry, add in more points.
If you're
Is there a
Adam,
hot coffee
your
mod?
movie sucks. He'll love it.
No.
Yeah.
Like it's because it's not, even though there's like a lot of like romance, but there's no like, it's not a porn game.
But Kevin, that whole subcategory of people are supposed to be filthy degenerates. How am I supposed to know that my character is a lesbian if she isn't a filthy degenerate?
Well, that's you're gonna have to cross those people are gonna have to cross those
Listen.
lines.
Everyone knows
The
no
crew-
straight person is a filthy degenerate.
That's correct.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
I was gonna
Straight
say
furries are noble, proud, upstanding members of society.
who
Exactly.
make react videos.
Yeah. About why child
What was that one?
well, it was something. It was either slavery was good or it was good to have children working in factories.
The because that was like
Both.
a H Bomber guy character, was like the rational bear or someone. It was just like this guy who has like the right wing persona who just shows up and is like, well, why not? I was like, that's yeah. Those I don't know. I think that game's great. I think that game's great. It's
Yeah, it looked good. If I played video games, I'd probably give it a try. But
I think I tentatively I would give it, it's up there with Pizza Tower as game of the year contender, even though it came out technically last year, like the end of December, but you know, we can fudge it.
You know, it's like the Oscars. You roll it into the next
I
year.
roll
because
it.
After.
It's what game I played that year. It's not what game
Yeah.
that came out that year. Anything else, or if you just have something you want to talk about?
Anything super big? Not really. I mean, I can talk about what I'm going to try to do in the next couple weeks.
Go for it.
Listen. I got Wario World 3 downloaded.
Hell
I got
yeah.
Pizza Tower downloaded. I got
Hell
Antonio
yeah.
Blast downloaded. I think I'm just gonna do a Wario week.
You gonna go? Yeah, that's great.
I want to see a big man running through stuff.
hell yeah.
It's really good.
My favorite kind of game coming back.
It's all the Warriors are coming back, and you know what? At least from Pizza Tower, I could say that game's incredible. Incredible. I love Pizza Tower. I've been playing that one like off and on just over the weeks, trying to clean up Chivos, because I think they're really actually well implemented in that game. It's like, try to beat the level and do this, and you're like, okay, I'll try to do that game. So then I can put the sick Chivo, and then I'll look on Steam, and it says like 10% of people have this one. I'm like, yay! Now I feel like a special.
Gotcha.
Now I feel special.
Now you're the true Wario. Now steal that money.
Man, you know the other good thing about that is like when you get the Steam trading cards for a game, you can view artwork of the trading card, and it's a like full-size desktop background, and it's like, wait, what? Why is this not shown on the full card?
Did I talk about how I'm playing Half-Life 2 again?
Yeah, you talked about that last week.
Okay, I can't remember. I'm still working on that. That game's good.
Hey, so was it any good? I haven't heard anything about
Half-Life
it.
2 might be okay.
You know what I watched this week?
Was that?
Half-Life 2 Full Life Consequences.
That might be okay. You know what? I think that might be a pretty low. Tell us about that video, Drew. Is it okay?
I think it's not as good as when you first saw it.
Well, nothing ever can be.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean that was but I would say, how well does it hold up considering?
It's like 7 out of 10 now.
That's still good.
Like, yeah, it's still good, but it's just like,
for something that, like, a lot of stuff that was that level of like 10 out of 10 perfection to age to 7 out of 10 is remarkable, I would say.
yeah.
Not everything can be Homestar and never ages. That's like,
I know.
To me, of all the internet things, that's the only one I can confidently say just does not age.
Yep.
Like, whenever they release something, it's like, yep, they did another one. It's pretty good. But yeah, like, I like it. The cat's been aggravating. I put pictures.
But I gotta go, guys.
All right, I think we're done.
All right.
Later days. Bye.
Later days.